The narcissist views people as resources. So, in other words, the narcissist looks at each person in terms of what this person can do for the narcissist and how this person can serve the narcissist. So, they are able to look at a person and hone in and pinpoint exactly what this person is going to be good for, exactly how many resources this person has. And the person with the most resources will most likely be moved to the top of the totem pole. In other words, the narcissist looks at you and, let's say, for example, you have a house, or you have a lot of high-profile connections, or you have a lot of wealth. You know, they are looking for who they can obtain the most from. If you have assets or even connections that the narcissist can use, you will be moved to the top of the totem pole, and they may pursue you more than other people with less resources. So the narcissist will use each person. They will not, they will still keep the other people around, no doubt about that, don't get me wrong. They will keep those people around for when the person with more assets kicks them to the curb. They'll run back to one of their other supply sources who has less resources. So it really doesn't matter, because the person with less financial resources, you know, they'll still use them for their body, for sex, for attention, for any other thing that they can suck out of them. So they're essentially just using people. Some people, it's kind of like a clout chasing thing, where they'll chase them for their specific position, and they're going to, if they do plan to get married, they're going to marry the person, chances are, with the most money, because they want to take, you know, your house from you, your money, whatever assets you have. That's how you're being looked at. You're just being looked at as an object that can be stepped on, and they can take as much from you as possible. If you have a lot of assets and you know, a home and things like that, you're going to move to the top of the list because you have more resources that the narcissist can steal. I hate to say that, but that's how they look at people. They don't care anything about any of the people, whether they have less resources or more resources. They're just looking at what they can take from you. They don't care about what they can give. That's not important. The narcissist may shell out a few coins in the beginning to suck you in and to, you know, reel you in like a fish. So they'll dole out some coins in the beginning just to make it look like there's going to be a give and take, just to make it look like they're courting you. They are bringing something to the table. They generally will do that in the beginning. But after that, you know, after that initial period, look for them to start using up your resources, eating all your food, coming over, using stuff up, using products, not looking to help at all. You know, they want to suck you dry of your resources and use up as little as of their resources as possible. So they may shell out a few coins in the beginning just to get you in, and then after that they're gonna use up all of your resources and just use you for literally anything and everything they can obtain from you. So while they're probably stocking up and saving up money on the side, cheating and having 3 or 4 other women on the side. So narcissists care nothing about anyone, not even themselves. They just care about what they can obtain from each person. So for example, a person who has less coins will be at the bottom of the totem pole, but a person with more wealth and more assets, they'll go to the top of the narcopath's list. That would be someone they would more likely have children with. They'll maybe have a child with that person so they can suck them dry, get them locked in. That person has the most money. Okay, I'll have a child with that one. You know what I'm saying? So everything they do is very strategic and cunning in their favor. So everything has to do with them. If the person has less resources, they're not as good of a draw for the narcissist. Same thing with attractiveness. If the person is supremely attractive, they may post pictures of that person, but if the person is not attractive, they will not post pictures of the person. So it just has to do with how the person is going to make the narcissist's image look. If they bolster up the narcissist image, then they will be used. If they are not attractive, they will not be used in pictures, but they will be used in other ways, for sex and other things and whatever else they can get from that person. They'll probably ask that person for money, whatever they can get from anyone, whatever they can get away with, you know what I mean? Whatever they can weasel their way, whatever they can weasel out of you, that's what they'll get. Some people put their foot down and pick up on things quicker than other people. So they're going to obtain as much as they can from each person until that person kicks them to the curb, and then they'll just move on to one of their backup sources, and run back to them or run back to mommy, because mommy is always a good source of supply. So basically the narcissist just views each person as a resource, and views them as what can they obtain from this person.